Did you know that you can actually 3D print wood? Well, wood filament, PLA, with wood particles embedded into it, like fine sawdust. So when it prints, it actually smells like wood. It looks like wood. You can sand it like wood, and you can stain it like wood. And this is an outlay that woodworkers use to put on pieces of furniture. If you want to buy this, it's quite expensive and time consuming because you got to get it from someone that has a CNC machine. Well, if you can 3D print this quicker and sell it cheaper, you might have a market there to make some money. Let's talk about it on today's Filament Friday.
This video is sponsored by PCB Way.
So in this video, I'm going to use a Hatchbox wood filament. Now it's different than some of the wood filaments out there. There'll be PLA wood color. They'll call them wood, but it's a wood color. This actually has wood particles in it. So it does, when it prints, it smells like wood. Like if you're using a table saw or a bandsaw and you smell that kind of burning wood a little bit as it cuts through the wood, that's what you smell when it's printing. And it also has properties that are unique from other PLAs. So it depends on the temperature. It'll come out darker if it's real hot. It'll come out lighter if it's real cool. And it gives you a 175 to 220 degree temperature range. So that's quite a range for a PLA filament. But that's why, because the wood will basically burn darker or lighter as you print. So I wanted to try printing on the A1. This is a Bambulab A1 with this wood filament. And I couldn't find a Hatchbox profile for this machine. So I said, well, let's just start off with a basic PLA profile and see what it does. Now, this material, it's PLA, but also the wood can absorb moisture, but I kept this in a sealed bag, so I wasn't too worried about it, and it's not that old. I got this not that long ago. But I printed with the standard PLA profile, and the results were not good. It very stringy, very rough, just not good at all. Now, there's a lot of recommendations out there. Some people say you have to print with a 0.5 or a larger nozzle. I've had great success with the 0.4. Some say you need a hardened nozzle. And I agree, this will tear up a nozzle if you're printing a bunch of it. But for a few pieces, probably not a big deal. I also knew from experience that you need to print a little slower with this stuff. I didn't do that. I didn't adjust any of the speeds in the basic PLA settings. But I went to the Bambulab Wiki, and I found out I didn't even know it. They've got Bambulab wood filament. I think it came out about 9 months ago or so. At least that's what I saw advertised. But they have wood filament, which actually has wood particles in it, just like this. And they had a settings recommendation where they said just use a basic PLA profile, like I did. The settings said you could use a 0.4 nozzle, no problem. But they did recommend you use a standard PLA profile, but reduce the max volumetric speed down to 18. It's normally set at like 21. Set it to 18, which basically slows the filament down. So I'm like, this sounds like the right thing to do. So I sliced it with that adjusted setting, and the results were so much better. I got a much cleaner print out of it. Still a little bit of stringing, and that could be just because I didn't dry this. But overall, I looked at them going, this can be worked with. I can just sand that stuff out or blow it with a heat gun and burn a lot of that out. But just that one change in the settings of the basic PLA, and I could print the Hatchbox wood filament. From there, I got a 220 grit sandpaper pad. It's got a foam back on it, so you can actually bend this into any shape. It'll go into any nook and cranny. And then what I did is I took it and I sanded all the bits and pieces out, and I used a hobbyist knife to get into the little cracks and corners, and I cleaned it up pretty good. It's not perfect, but then what piece of wood really is? And I ended up with a piece that is really, really clean. From there, I used a stain marker, in this case, a cherry stain marker. It's like a paint pen, but instead of paint, it's stain. And it's got a real fine tip, and then rub it over the piece and stain the wood that's within this 3D print. Now, it took 3 coats, but I got it here. I took it from this to this. And I did a little sanding in between. There's a few spots where I let it dry a little too thick, so I've got different spots on it. But the idea is that you would actually put this piece on your piece of wood or your furniture, whatever, and then you stain it all together so it would be the same, stain. I would say it's not as deep as a real wood piece would be when you stain it, but it definitely changes the color. You can see the contrast real easy on camera, but it looks pretty good. I would sand a little more, maybe a few more coats to get it to the color I want. But overall, it just proves that you can take this wood that's embedded into the plastic and make it look like stained wood. Now, I found this design on Thingiverse by user Pogia10. He put it up there back in 2018. It's really a cool little design, and then I did a mirror image so I have one for each side. After searching around online for other designs, I found that some people sell them on Etsy and they CNC carve them, and so it's a lot more expensive. They also have some options that you can choose. You can choose the type of wood they use to carve it out of, and the price range varies because the size varies. You can do various sizes. Now, I found another website where they sell all kinds of designs like this, and here's a very simple one similar to what I printed, in size anyway. And look what they're charging for this, $161.57 for one set. I printed a set for less than $1 in wood filament. Now, based on those prices, if you wanted to sell custom pieces like this, either unstained or stained, you could make a lot of money because it took less than 1 meter of plastic to make this. And this Hatchbox, it's a little more expensive. It's $36 on Amazon, so a little more than a standard PLA, about 50% more than a standard PLA filament. But you can get about 300 meters out of a spool like this. So that's 300 of these units right here. And that works out to about 12 to 15 cents each. So you could sell a set of these and it would cost you about 30 cents. And you could sell them for 20 bucks, undercut everybody, and still make a huge profit. Now, finding designs that you can sell is probably the hard part. I'm not that good at designing this stuff, and I just did a search on Thingiverse. Now, this particular unit is not limited. I could actually sell this per his open source agreement commercially, but I would contact them and see if I could set up a royalty arrangement if I wanted to sell them. I don't plan to, but that's how I would handle it. And maybe they've got extra designs that they could share so you could have a whole portfolio. If you're good at designing, this could open up a whole new possibility for you. And then all you need to do is get good at printing with 3D printed wood. You don't have to stick with Hatchbox. I mean, like I said, Bambulab has filament, wood filament with actual filament particles. I'm sure there's others. I'm just not aware of it. I've just been using this for years and I really like it. And you don't even need an expensive printer. I did all this on an A1. I actually printed a few on the A1 Mini as well because these fit. And it did a fine job, very equal. These are very equal as far as their print quality. So you're not even investing a ton of money to get into this. And if you're into woodworking, you could actually make custom pieces for your woodworking right with your 3D printer. Then you don't have to buy anything and then sell the piece with detail that you've custom made. So there's so many possibilities that this opens up. But I'm wondering, did I miss something? Is this already out there? Are there already people doing this, selling 3D printed wood? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. But then I thought, what if you like this kind of stuff or even that skull head, but you'd like to do it in something other than wood, like metal? You can't 3D print that, but you can with PCBWay.com. PCBWay is a great place to get circuit boards, but you can also get CNC machining, 3D printing, sheet metal fabrication, injection molding. In this case, 3D printing, you can actually print metal. And what you do is you just upload your .stl file, like I'm going to do here. Here's the same piece that I just 3D printed in wood. And once you've got your 3D print file uploaded, there's all kinds of plastics you can print, but also aluminum, stainless steel, titanium, tool steel. I don't know how they do this 3D printing wise, but that's offered. And if you want to CNC it, you can do that as well. They offer that service. Now, I personally use PCBWay.com for my circuit boards. 10 boards for $5 is a great deal. Low cost assembly services, $29, also a great deal. So I highly recommend you check out PCBWay.com. So I hope this helped you out, especially if you're thinking about selling something with your 3D printer. Maybe this is another avenue. If you're into woodworking or you have experience, is this something that you would maybe buy? Or would it get you into 3D printing? Or maybe you're already 3D printing things like this with wood filament. Let me know about it in the comments below. And if in general you're good at designing things like this, I would recommend you put some kind of comments of where they can find you. I know YouTube won't let you put links in the comments, but let us know where you're at. Maybe people could hook up and work with you, because I have absolutely no intention of selling this stuff, but I just want to help you guys out. And if you think it's a good idea, let me know in the comments below. I want to give a shout out to my Patreon supporters. Your support means everything to keeping this channel going. If you like what I'm doing here, maybe check out some of the videos popping up. If you want to help support the channel, Patreon is one way, or a membership at thangs.com. And if nothing else, click on the logo and subscribe. I'll see you next time right here at Chuck Hellebuck's Electronic Products and Filament Friday.